Apache Airflow has gained traction over the past decade as one of the most popular data engineering frameworks. Airflow helps build and schedule data processing workflows. Airflow was first released as an open source project in 2015 by Airbnb, being an alternative to other workflow managers such as Oozie and Azkaban. One distinction between Airflow and earlier tools is that Airflow relies on Python files for configuring the workflows and their running schedules, as opposed to plain text files. Workflows in Airflow are built as DAGs, that is, directed acyclic graphs. In this context, a graph is referring to a data structure composed of a set of objects called nodes, out of which some are linked to each other by connections called edges. If the connections between nodes also follow one direction, we say that the graph is directed. Now, even directed graphs can have what are called cycles, that is, a sequence of nodes and edges on which we will always be able to start in one node, follow the subsequent edges until we arrive at the same node. Having a cycle in a workflow of tasks that need to be performed will make it impossible to finish running it. For this reason, the graphs of tasks in Airflow must not contain cycles. Hence, each workflow will be represented as a directed acyclic graph, or a DAG for short. DAGs are core to any Airflow project, since they specify what tasks should be run, in what order, which tasks depend on other tasks being complete, as well as when and how often the DAGs should be run. This brings us to our next Airflow concept, the task. Tasks are the basic units of execution in Airflow, and they are arranged in DAGs with upstream and downstream dependency. There are three types of tasks in Airflow. Operators, which are tasks templates provided by Airflow to quickly implement certain functionalities within your DAG. Then you have sensors, which are similar to operators with the additional feature of being able to wait for external events to trigger them. And finally, we have the task flow at task decorated functions, packaged as custom tasks. All of these three concepts, the operators, the sensors, and the task flow at task decorated functions, are subclasses of base operator. Relationships are the directed edges of the DAG, and they define how tasks relate with each other, either with their upstream or downstream tasks. Upstream tasks are dependencies for the current task and have to be executed before, while downstream tasks are executed after the current task finishes. Dependencies between tasks are defined either using the bit shift operators, that is, lesser than, and greater than, or with the two methods set upstream and set downstream. Operators are templates for predefined tasks that can be created declaratively. Popular operators include the bash operator, which executes a bash command, the Python operator, which can call arbitrary Python code, and the email operator, which can be used to send an email. There are many more operators that are either bundled with Airflow or are provided by various community packages. Among them, we have the MySQL operator, the Postgres operator, the Oracle operator, the JDBC operator, the Docker operator, the S3 file transformer operator, the Slack API operator, and many more. Sensors are special type of operators that listen for external events that will trigger their execution. There are two main modes of running sensors, the default poke mode and the reschedule mode. The default poke mode runs the entire time to check for events every single second. Meanwhile, the reschedule mode checks every number of minutes and sleeps in between. One of the other main components in an Airflow installation is the scheduler. The scheduler monitors all DAGs and tasks, triggers task instances once their dependencies are met. The scheduler is configured using the Airflow configuration file, that is airflow.cfg, and it can be run using the airflow scheduler command. The scheduler will instantiate DAG runs starting with a particular start date that will run on a frequency based on the provided schedule_interval variable, which can either be defined with a cron or a cron preset. A DAG run is an instantiation of a particular DAG in time. DAG runs can be scheduled to catch up from the start date until present and to backfill a certain period in the past. Now let's have a look at how we can build a basic DAG in Airflow. We first import some package dependencies, as well as the DAG and bash operator classes. We instantiate a DAG using the with statement and will refer to it as lowercase DAG. We then create three tasks using the bash operator. And finally, we define the relationship between these operators. If you like this video and you would want me to create more advanced tutorials on Apache Airflow, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. You can also click the notification bell if you want to be kept up to date with similar content. Thank you.